Jane Goodall, written by Karen Vogler. The Watchers. Jane Goodall was born in England in 1934. As a child, she liked to learn about animals. She liked to watch how they behave. Jane loved to read colorful stories about wild animals. She dreamed of living at Africa. Jane was sure that one day she wanted to live with animals and write stories about them. After Africa, when Goodall finished school, he went to work as a forest. She saved the money she earned. When she had saved enough, Goodall took a trip to Kenya in Africa. In Kenya, she met Dr. Louis Leakey. Leakey was a scientist who wanted to learn how the species might be like humans. Dr. Leakey hired Goodall to work with him. One day, he talked about doing a new kind of study. The study would be a chimpanzee. In Tanzania, Dr. Leakey was looking for someone to watch how the chimpanzees live and report on them. He asked if Goodall would like to be that person. Into the forest, Goodall moved to Gombe, a forest in Tanzania. She watched the chimps every day. She wrote careful notes about what she saw. Goodall saw that the chimps lived in family groups. In her notes, she gave each family member a name. The Gombe gang. At first, many of the chimps were afraid of Goodall. An old chimp she named David trusted her. Juice. One day, David let Goodall meet his family group. She watched and wrote reports on how they behaved. Her reports accepted many open lists about chimps. The women whose name things. Some scientists doubted Goodall's findings. They didn't believe that chimps have feelings. All were very smart. They certainly didn't think a series of scientists should give personal names to the animals she studied. At the time, most people believed that chimps ate only plants. Goodall saw David's family eat meat. Most people believe chimps weren't smart enough to use simple tools. Goodall saw David eat a stick to poke into a termite hill to reach a termite snack. That was smart. Goodall reports that David used a stick as a tool to get food. Her words upset many scientists because they drew only people could make or use tools. Other chimps also began to trust Goodall and let her watch them. She reported chimp behavior that no one else has ever seen before. Goodall says that each team behaves in its own way, just as humans do. She saw chimps being happy, sad, angry, and loving just as humans are. Goodall reports surprised many people. Her work made many scientists think that their old idea about the species might be wrong. Trouble in the forest. After living in Gombe for many years, Goodall began to worry. Many people in this parts of Africa are very poor. Some were cutting down the forest for firewood or to grow crops there. The chimps were losing their homes. Some people went even hunting the chimps. Hunters stole baby chimps to sell them. Goodall was afraid what the Gombe chimps might all die. She knew she had to tell people what was happening in the Gombe forest. Goodall began to travel and talk with large groups of people. She asked them to help her save the chimps in the forest. People trusted Goodall and listened to her. They agreed to support her work in Gombe. Jane Goodall today. More than 60 years have passed since Jane Goodall first went to Tanzania. Today, she still meets with people all over the world. She still talks about her work there. When she can, she returns to her Gombe home. She works into the forest, sits down quietly and watches Jane Goodall programs. Sadly, chimps' numbers in Gombe and much Africa continue to drop. Goodall has not given up, however. In 1977, Goodall began the Jane Goodall Institute. The institute gives money to scientists who study chimps in the wild. It also teaches people living near wild places how to have